Is cyberbullying linked to our First Amendment right, the freedom of speech? The freedom of speech is a person's right to express their opinions publicly without government interference. And our First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law abridging our First Amendment right, the freedom of speech. The growing use of technology has encouraged more and more teenagers to begin cyberbullying. And cyberspace alone may be encouraging this cyberbullying due to the anonymity of the bully, the lack of supervision online, and the ease at which bulliers can contact their victims. When are we considering cyberbullying crossing the lines? How about when it becomes harassing, when you are constantly sending messages through digital media? Or how about when it is deceiving, when you are using fake profiles and names to intentionally humiliate another person? Or when it is flaming, when you are saying mean and hurtful things in a public forum? And this can even be linked to hate speech. We must ask ourselves, when is bullying too much? In 2010 to 2011, we had 1 million students report that they had been bullied on Facebook alone, and the statistics did not stop there. 42% of students admit they had been bullied online in some way, and 1 in 4 stated it had occurred more than once. And we have 35% of students stating they have been threatened online, and 1 in 5 stated it had occurred more than once. But what's really sad is we have 56% of our children stating they have said mean and hurtful things themselves, and 4 out of 10 have done it more than once. When are we going to start looking at the negative effects this has on our children? Bullies, they're at an increased risk of substance abuse, of violence later in life, and academic problems. Our victims, they're at an increased risk of depression and feeling powerlessness, and also lower self-esteem. Our victims that were victimized by their peers are 2.4 times more likely to have suicidal ideation and 3.3 times more likely to actually attempt suicide than children who have never been bullied. When are we going to say bullying is enough? When are we going to stop this cyberbullying? We already have 2.2 million teenagers that have admitted to being bullied online in some way in 2011, and the numbers continue to rise. Students have been bullied based off their race, their body shape, their looks, things children cannot change. And what's really sad is we have 160,000 students already staying home each day for fear of being bullied in some way, whether it's psychological, physical, or bullied online. These numbers are too high. We must ask ourselves, who are we? Are we the bullies, the people that are purposely saying hurtful and mean things to others? Are we the victims, the ones that are suffering from these actions from the bullies? Or are we the bystanders, the people that are standing there watching our peers be bullied? 2 out of 3 teenagers state they have witnessed others joining in on bullying, and 21% of them have done it themselves. Or are we the upstanders? Are you the people that are going to stand up for these victims? Did you know that more than 50% of bullying stops when peers intervene? So we must ask ourselves, is cyberbullying really attached to our freedom of speech? When should we consider it criminal?